I will share a little bit more personal about my life because I've never really actually shared this publicly, because I am a very private person. But as I'm going through, I was eating at this vegan restaurant. It turns out I ended up a block away from where I grew up at, and in the area of Humboldt Park, which, if you guys, it was really tough back then, you know, guns, and it was just insane. Prostitutes, drugs, just, you know, basically your neighbors. And I remember how tough that was growing up. And then to top it off, not only are you in an environment that is, you know, drug lords and alcohol and violence, but then you also see that in some form in your family, because I actually ended up in a neighborhood where I had a grandmother who was a pedophile and who actually ensured that just about all the children in her family were molested or raped. So that's including her children, her grandchildren, you know, and it was a horrific experience. So when I see things that are trying to cause divide, I know from experience because I literally lived that. Now, I was pretty tough, so I was good. I was always protected, especially by the angels. And even though I was very quiet, everyone knew that they couldn't mess with me because I would kick them. So, but everyone else was abused sexually as little children. So I realized as I was passing by in that neighborhood, and everything that I teach about going to those moments and times and spaces and protecting the younger self you. And as I'm driving by this person's home, and this all happened, of course, accidentally. So, not accidentally, but mine, it was accidentally. The angels brought me there. And I'm passing by, and in that moment in time, it's like time freezes for me. And I see all those younger versions of me, the one that was just born the day old. I see the week-old me. I see the 4-year-old me, the all those stages that I went through where I had potential. Someone wanted to harm me, someone wanted to abuse me, someone tried to do something. And I realized that all those moments in time and spaces were shielded by me in that very moment that happened. And in that moment, I went through all time and space, and I shielded and I put source of light around me, and I learned the alchemy that I teach, and how to contain reptilians and archons and remove them from the body. All those symbols I put on that cute little girl, me, who was in love with the world, but did not understand how corrupted and how dark and how adults can do harmful things to these innocent, pure children. And I shielded her, and I gave her the strength through all time and space so that she could be here in this moment in time and space, making this video, delivering the 600 videos that we speak about. So I think healing is very powerful if you go to the land where it happened, but you can astral travel there, of course. And I realized, of course, as I always teach, as we always teach, it was me. It was me who was shielding me back then. It was me who was that little voice telling me to not give up, keep going, even though you have bullies, even though you have people who are negative, who are trying to harm you, who you can pick up their telepathic thoughts that they want to harm you. It doesn't matter. They can't touch you. They can't harm you. You're too strong. You're too sovereign. You're too beautiful. And they cannot break you down. And you will be immense in the future. So I share this story with you all because I feel that we all need to do that work and really go back to those moments in time and spaces that hold us back, that cause that trauma, that ignite and that trigger that what we have not healed, that still stays stuck somewhere, lost in time and space, and that you have not found to heal. So I just, wanted to really share that. So stay on the journey, stay on the path, and don't allow. further programming and separation and divide. For those who speak of, in whatever form of awareness, especially for children, and pedophilia, are positive beings. They would not be speaking it if they were negative. They'd be lying, just like Greetings. It is such an honor to be here with you, explaining what Galactic Soul History book series is about. I am A.U.R.A. I am the founder of A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing, which you will find here in our beautiful books. Book 1. Every part of this book is divinely beautiful, beginning from the cover and the amount of wisdom and knowledge that is being shared. This book began by A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing Technique by conducting past life regression on over 330 clients within the last 3 years, where they told their galactic history, their soul journeys, explaining who they were beyond the veil, beyond this earth, in the dimensions, in a universe. These different higher self expressions surprise me just as much as they're going to surprise you. You're going to start reading this book and you're going to want to learn more and more about these different expressions, not wanting to stop. Through these past life regressions, the clients were able to remember consciously what is within the subconscious as far as where it is that they've traveled throughout time and space, their souls have traveled, and they were able to share histories of different dimensions, planets, and universe and alternate worlds that brought forth pieces of the puzzle, pieces we had thought that we had forgotten. And through every self-expression that they share and these different past lives that they're sharing or future, we learn to be able to remember self, because as we are all fractals of one another, through this book, you will learn how even if a client is talking through a higher self perspective or some of the angelics are talking, you will learn how each one of those have messages even within your life, as we are all expressions and reflections of one another. True history of the galactic history of the universe through all different forms of these higher self expressions, these different clients of throughout internationally throughout the world didn't know each other, but yet we're able to put this beautiful collaboration together. It goes through an infinite amount of how to self-heal, as well as things that are very sensitive, as the mind lab, as how to weave through the artificial matrix and learning to come out from it into the organic matrix. I am a channel to the galactics, and we channeled furthermore information through this book as well. You will remember your soul through other selves. This in itself is infinitely beautiful, because this is why we fractalize from source itself, so that we can learn from one another, sharing each other's journeys throughout our different incarnations, so that we could grow together. So this is what this book is all about, sharing these beautiful infinite expressions that help you grow in the most profound ways, gaining your sovereignty, gaining your power back, recalling memories long lost within perhaps your memory field, activating your crystalline energies, your crystalline bodies, just as you will fall in love with each one of these different clients, these beautiful souls in these soul journeys. You will also learn to fall in love with yourself, because you, with every wisdom, every knowledge gained through every single session that you will learn how to also self-heal within your etheric, your energy body, your physical body, your infinite soul. You will learn all these different things that we thought were not possible, that you will learn that they are possible. Looking forward to meeting you perhaps in the future through whichever form, whether that is on my YouTube channel, whether it is through any class or certification, through a workshop, through a seminar. Thank you for following your heart to mine. I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.